For question 1, write 23,000 in standard form. Okay, so basically, you can place a decimal here, so it's like 23,000.0. Then 23,000, this decimal could shift 1, 2, 1, 2, then 3, then 4 until it reaches a unit. So it'll become 2.3 times 10 to the power of 4 since we've shifted it 2 times.
4.
Yeah, 4.
Is it 2?
Is it 4?
Okay, for question 2, the diagram shows a circle with a center of O. AB and D are chords of the circle. M is the midpoint of AB and N is the midpoint of DE. AB equals to DE, which is equal to 19. So AB is DE. So 9. ON is 5 centimeters. 9. N is the point of DE, the midpoint of DE. So here's 4.5 and 4.5. Find ON. So this one's pretty simple, it's 5. Because this must be the same line as this because they have the same length and they're on a circle and they both meet O. So ON is 5.
Alright, question 3. Calculate 0.125 to the power of negative 2/3. Okay, 0.125 to the power of negative 2/3. Just use your calculator, and then you should get the answer as 4.
For question 4, we need to expand 2x bracket 3 minus x squared. So that would be equal to 6x, and then 2x multiplied x squared is 2x cubed. And then we'll put it the opposite way because x cubed comes first plus 6x. We give 2x cubed plus 6x.
For question 5, without using a calculator, work out 1/15 plus 2/5. Okay, without using a calculator. So, give your answer as, okay, so the keywords, simplest form, we need to put in the simplest form and as a fraction. They never told us what type of fraction. So I'm guessing it's not a mixed fraction, not an improper fraction. Or if it is, you can put both. Anyways, 2/5 to get to the denominator is just 15 divided 3 is 5. So here we can multiply it by 3. Yeah. So here can be 6/15 because if the denominator multiplies, the numerator needs to multiply too. But then plus 1/15. Then from here, the same denominators, it will become 7 plus 15. Since you just need to
7 plus 15.
The 7/15. Since you just need to add these to the numerators. 7/15.
For question 6, solve 7m minus 2 is bigger or equal to 19. So first it is 7m is bigger or equal to 21. Then m would be bigger or equal to 21 divide 7, which is 3.
For question 7, put a ring around the correct statement from the list
That's
below.
7a.
Yeah, 7a, put a ring around the correct statement from the list below. Okay, so we don't really need to know what x to x is, but we do know that it's an integer and that x, we don't need to know it again. The number base x is like the number. So the numbers can range from 5 to 12. Yeah.
Not including 5 and 12.
Yeah, not including 5 and 12. So, and D is 5 and 10. Draw a ring around the correct statement from the list below. Okay, So it's C intersect D is 10. This is because C intersect D is like C and D. What numbers are in C and D? Okay, so X can be 6 because they never put in a bigger or equal sign. So it can be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And D is only 5 and 10. 5 isn't, since X has more numbers, we'll compare D with X. I mean, we are supposed to do that. But then, like, 5 is not in the list of X. And so, yeah, 5 is not in the list of X. But D has 10 in it, and X also has 10 in it. So it's 10 and 10. So it's C intersect D. Next, find the number of elements of C union D. So C union D, I've already listed out what X is, or C, you can say. Change this to C quickly. Okay, in union D. Okay, so this is OR. Union is like OR. So then there's 5. There's 5, which is 1. Then there's 6. Then there's 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's also 11. So there are 7 number of elements there. 7.
For question 8, factorize xy plus yy plus 2x plus 7. Okay, so we group all the y. So y 5 plus x, basically x plus y, plus 2 x plus 5, basically 5 plus x. And then we see that these two are the same. So which is equal to y plus 2 multiply 5 plus x.
Okay, so for question 9, there are 30,000 lions in Africa. The number of lions in Africa decrease exponentially by 2% each year. Find the number of lions in Africa after 6 years, corrected to the nearest 100. Okay, so we need to correct our answer to the nearest 100. So 30,000, that's the number of lions there are, and it will keep decreasing exponentially by 2% or 0.02. But so it'll be 30,000 minus 30,000 multiplied 0.02, or 30,000 multiply 0.98. And then find the number of lions in Africa after 6 years. So this is each year. And then after 6 years, since it's exponentially, it's to the power of 6. We need to the power of 6. 6 is the years. And then that will give us 30,000 multiplied 0.98 to the power of 6. That will become 26600. Now, you can't put it 26575 because they said rounded to the nearest 100. Corrected. Correct is rounded. 26600.
Okay, for question 10, find the midpoint of AB where A is WR and B is 3WT. Give our answer in its simplest form in terms of WR and T. So first, it's basically like finding the average. First plus second divide 2, or second plus first divide 2. Yeah. So for the x coordinates, that would be W plus 3W divide 2, which is 4W divide 2, which is 2W. And then for the y coordinates, that would be R plus T divide 2. And there's no more simplifying to that. R plus T divide 2.
Next, for question 11, find the lower bound and the upper bound of the perimeter of the triangle. So this triangle it's an equilateral triangle that has a side length. Basically, all the lengths are 12 centimeters. Correct it to the nearest centimeter. Okay, find the lower and upper bound of the perimeter of the triangle. So, equilateral triangle, like this.
Good enough.
And then this is 12 on all sides, like this. So this is 60, and all the angles are 60.
You don't need to do that.
I know. But then they did say calculate the perimeter of the triangle. So 12. So we need to take 12 to find the lower bound. The lower bound is, to calculate the lower bound, basically, just LB is lower bound. 12 point, oh wait, not 12. That's 11.5, because 11.5 rounded near centimeter, or the unit in this case, becomes 12. So 11.5 is the lower bound. Multiply it by 3 to get the perimeter. And that will give us 34.5. So lower bound is 34.5. Upper bound, which is UB for short form. And then it's supposed to be 12.499 and 9 repeating percent. Not percentage. But then round it is 12.5 because we can't keep going onwards. And then multiply it by 3, which will give us 12.5 multiply 3, 37.5. Okay.
Okay, for question 12, x decreases an obtuse angle and sine x is 0.43. So we know that it is an obtuse angle, so it can't be below 90 nor above 180. Sine x is 0.43. So arc sine 0.43 is equal to, if it was accurate, it would be 25.46. So we'll take a look at this table. This is all of them. This is cosine, and then this is sine. So sine is like here. That's theta. So plus 90 is 115.4.
So then you get arc sine 0.43 is what?
25.46.
Okay, so 25.47. Right, 25.47.
25.47.
Okay, then later 180 minus 25.47. Then if you're not sure about it,
64.
what? No, because your previous answer was this.
Oh yeah. Arc sine 0.43, and then 180 minus that is 154.
And then if you're not sure whether you're correct or not, you sign this thing. And then if it gets other than 0.43, then it's wrong, and then you can find another method.
Okay, so 154.5 arc sine 154.5 is 0.43. Okay.
For question 12, 13, these are the first 5 terms of a sequence. Find an expression for the nth term of this sequence. Okay, so this is a difference of 6 and 6 and 6, and then so therefore it's 666 continuously. So we know it's 6n because it's an increasing number. So it's 6n. It's a constant increasing number. Then negative 4 minus 6, which is backwards 6, and that will give us negative 10. So it's 6n minus 10, and then we'll test it out. 6, the first term is negative 4. So 6 times 1 is 6, minus 10 is negative 4. Okay, second term, just to make sure. 6 times 2 is 12, minus 10 is 2. Okay, then now that you're sure, you're good. Yeah, you're good. You're in the clear.
Okay, for question 14, by shading the unwanted regions of the grid, find and label the region R that satisfies the following 4 inequalities. So for this one, we'll be using a highlighter. Okay, so x is smaller or equal to 3, but they want unwanted region. So it becomes x is bigger or equal to 3. So it would be this one. And then for the other one, x is bigger or equal to 2. Again, they want unwanted region, so it's x is smaller than 2. So you can start to see the shape of it. It should be somewhere around this box. And then y is bigger or equal to 2x plus 1. So 2x plus 1, that would be this one. Bigger, which means up here. And then y is smaller or equal to 4 minus x, which is this one, smaller. Okay. Yes. Okay, so you can see this is R. Yep. Because it is the only part unshaded. Okay.
Question 15. M is this matrix. Find 3m. Just multiply every matrix number. So the columns 15, negative 9, this is negative 3, and this is 6. Next, find the inverse of m. Okay, so firstly, you'll need to take 5 multiply 2, 10, minus negative 1 multiply negative 3, or 3, which is 7. And then the inverse of 7, which is 1/7, and then multiply it by the matrix, which is 5. No, multiply it by like the swapped. So it's 2, 5, 3, and 1.
You don't
Okay.
necessarily have
Yeah, I know that fact. You don't have to like get the whole thing, but if you want, you can calculate the whole thing and do 2/7, 3/7, 1/7, or 5 and 5/7. But to make it faster, 2, 3, 1, 5. Okay, 1, 7, 2, 3, 1, 5.
Okay, for question 16, x squared minus 12x plus a is equal to x plus b squared. Find the value of a and the value of b. Okay, so first we expand the right side, and then we should get x squared minus 12x plus a equals to x squared plus 2xb plus b squared. Okay, now we can use cohesive comparison. That's what, yeah. Coefficient. Okay, so we 2xb is equal to negative 12x, 2b is equal to negative 12, and b is equal to negative 6. Okay, now we use the same thing. So we know a equals to b squared. So, and b squared is equal to 36, negative 6 to negative 6, 36. So, a is equal to 36. Ta-da!
Okay, question 17. Okay,
Wait, hold on,
find
put
the,
it the wrong side.
find the equation of the line perpendicular to CD that passes through the point 1, 3. Give your answer in the form y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so the points are c is negative 1, 2. D is 9, 7. Okay, then a perpendicular line. So firstly, let's find the equation for the first line. So, so what we want to do, so here is like, wait, hold on. So 5, let's just take 9, 7 here. Then it intersects where? I'm not sure, but then we know what the curve is. The curve is 5, which is 7 minus 2, divided by 10, which is 9 minus negative 1, which gives us half. Okay, so it's half y equals the half x plus c. It's a positive graph, so we're in the clear. Then, now, c is half x, which is half of 9, 4.5, or 9 over 2, plus 7, which is, okay, it's 11.5.
You don't need to calculate the c for that part.
Never mind. I don't trust my brain. Okay, it's 11.5. I trust you. Good brain. Then next one. Now that we've got what c is, y equals to negative 2, negative inverse of this one. 2 plus c. Okay. Then now we just need to find what c is. Passes through the point 1, 3. Very helpful. Yes. Okay. So what? So negative 2. C is negative 2.
3. Oh, wait. No.
Plus minus 3.
No.
What do you mean?
So 3
C,
equals...
oh no, wait, no. C is negative 1. C is C is wait, let me go back
Just
here.
work yourself from here.
C is,
Y plus 2x.
I know that, 3 plus
2.
2, which is 5.
Maybe 2.
So, wait, hold on, let me double. So, y should be negative 2x plus 5.
Yep.
Good brain.
Okay, for question 18, 120 students choose what they want to do when they leave school. Their choices are shown in the table. Complete the pie chart to show this information and label each sector clearly. So first, the angle x over 360 is equal to the number of the choice c over the number of students s over 120 because total. X is equal to s over 120 times 360. Which is s divide 3. Yeah. But for now we'll just stick to the derivation. Okay.
X multiplied 3. How hard can it be? You get the angle.
What?
X multiplied 3 and get the angle. Just trust me.
Oh, whatever. So 57, we'll do university first. 57 over 120 times 360 is 171. So it's 171 degrees. Minus 90. So it's 81 from this thing. So here is university, which is 171 degrees. And then for training, 45 over 120 times 360, that would be 135 degrees. So T is 135 degrees. Then we add 1781 minus 90. So here it should be 36 degrees from here. That would be 135 degrees. And then 180 minus 135 minus 171 is 126. Oh wait. This one is 135. And then 18 over 120. Okay, but 135 plus. Oh yeah, I get it. And then this is 54 degrees. So 54 plus 135 plus 171 is 360. Yes. So here is work. Yep. Okay. For question 20, make M the subject of the formula. So first we cancel out the denominator. 2x minus xm equals to 3m. Then we group all the m at one side. 3m plus xm equals to 2x. Then we factorize out m. M bracket 3 plus x equals to 2x. M equals to 2x over 3 plus x.
Okay, next question 21. The diagram shows an equilateral triangle ABC with sides of length 10. AMN is equilateral first point. All of them are equal, so this is 10 and 10 and then, yeah. Okay, next. AMN is a sector of a circle, centered A. Work out an area of the shaded region. Okay. So, since it's a sector, wait, hold on. This is a sector, and this is a radius. Yes. M is the midpoint of AC, meaning 10 divided 2 is 5. Okay, so the radius is 5. Then work out the shaded region, the area of the shaded region. So that we can take, firstly we'll need to calculate the area of this triangle. So it's half, and then half 10 multiply 10 multiply sine 60. Equilateral triangles all have an angle of 60, which will give me an area of half times 10 times 10 times sine 60. It will give me 43.30, but don't need to write the 0. Okay, next we need to find the area of the sector. Okay, the sector x over pi r squared, which is ratio. Wait, firstly, this is like circle. No, square, no, triangle. Oops. And then x over pi r squared is equivalent to 60 over 360. Because these are like 60, you know? Okay, then x is from there, just work out the things. Yeah, just work out the things from there. So, firstly, what's R? R is 5, so then 5 squared pi multiply 60 over 360, which is 13.09. X is 13.09. Then now you need to take, this is like the circle. Then 43.3 minus 13.09 will give us with 43.3 minus 30.2. 30.21 to be exact. Okay, that was fake.
Okay, for question 22, the diagram shows a keyboard with dimensions 5.5 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and 16.2 centimeters. Calculate the angle between the line AB and the horizontal base of the keyboard. So that means it is this angle. Firstly, we get the triangle. Hold on. Okay, so the height is 8, and then we find this one. We're looking for this angle, and this is 90 degrees. So, sub 16 point. Okay. Oh yeah. A, B, and then that's up. And then here is third 292.69. So tangent theta equals to 8 over sec 292.61, which is equal to 8 over sec 292.61. Tangent theta is 0.46, and then theta would be arctangent dot thing 25.1.
Question 23a, write 56 as a product of its prime factors. So now we can put up 56 and then write down its obvious terms. I know that. Write down its obvious terms. 56 can be split into 8 and 7. 8 multiplied 7 is 56. And then 7 can't be split anymore, so there's 7 in there. Then 8 can be split into 4 and 2. And then 2 can't be split anymore. 4 can be split into 2 and 2. So the final ones are 2, 2, 2, and 7. So it's 7 multiplied 2, multiply 2, and multiply 2. Just to make sure, 7 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 56. B. Find the lowest common multiple LCM of 56 and 42. Now, if you don't know how to do this, the easiest way is 42. And then just write 42's timetable. So basically, just keep adding 42. So then there's 42, there's 84, there's 126, and then there's also 168, and there's also 210. Now, then we can move on to 56. 56 has 56, obviously. And then it has 112. And then after that, there's 168. Now, 168 is familiar because we have gone across 168 before. So 168 is in both 56 and 42 times table. So the answer is 168. That's the least common multiple.
Okay, for question 24, use the cumulative diagram to find an estimate of, for 24a, the median. So the median would be at 40, then we match downwards, which is clearly 25. Right? Yeah. And then 24b, it's the interquartile range, which is 60, 3/4 of 80, and then minus the 20, which is 1/4 of 80. So that is 16. So it's something minus 16. Then this part would be 28. 28 minus 16. And then 28 minus 16 is 12. Question 24C. The number of students who spend more than 40 minutes completing the homework. So this one you'll have to take from the minutes and then join it to the cumulative frequency. So 80 minus 75 is 5. So that was pretty easy.
Question 725A. fx is x cubed, gx is 5x plus 2. Find g of x. So firstly, f comes first. So g x cubed equals to 5x cubed plus 2. Next, find g inverse x. Okay, so to do this, we need to assume that there is y, and y equals to gx, which is 5x plus 2. Then we just make x the subject from there on. So 5x equals to y minus 2. And x is y minus 2 divided by 5. So then the inverse of gx is, then instead of y, we place it with x, because in reality there's kind of like no x. G inverse is of x is x minus 2 divide 5. So x minus 2 divide 5. hx is ax squared plus 1. Find the value of a when h negative 2 is 21. So h negative 2 equals to 21. Yeah? So now we need to find the value of a. So then h negative 2. So if x is, so x will be negative 2 basically. So negative 2 squared a plus 1 equals to 21. Okay, then 2 squared is 4. Negative 2 squared is 4. So 4a equals to 20. A is 5. Okay.